Hi everyone, Emma here. So I have something a little different today. I decided to go ahead and buy a resin lamp and some resin. So this is what I came up with. I didn't do a whole lot of research, but I did manage to find these two items I felt were a good price. So this one here, it's called Green Life 80 watt UV, and it has an auto sensor, which it's not a big deal for me. Whoa, you know what? I'm just looking, and the price I paid, let me see what I paid, because today's Prime, I paid, no, yeah, so I paid $24 for the light, and it's on for 15 right now. And that's on the Canadian Amazon site. So, yeah, so I would have gotten $8 off. I might see about doing a return and then buying it for the cheaper price. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That's the ticket. Okay, so the resin is 500 grams and it was $40. So let me pull this out of the box to show you. So this is the resin here. And crystal, I don't know a lot about it, so I can't really tell you. So if you have any idea, let me know. Um, I just looked at the prices. The smaller bottles were super, like the difference for the larger bottle was so worth it. Um, yeah, so I just went ahead and got that. So this is really cool. It was really well packaged. This comes apart. So let me show you. There's like a tray at the bottom with the prongs, and this is what it looks like. So there's lots of lights everywhere, and then the prongs sit in here, and it has 10 seconds, 30 seconds, 60 seconds. It says 99 seconds low heat mode. So I don't know if it doesn't heat up, so it doesn't cook your resin like beyond what it should be. So if you're going to do a long period of time, then it would lessen that heat. So I would have liked a lot, like a 3-minute button, because some of them I feel like this resin's really thick. So let me show you some of the ones I did, and we'll do a few. So this is a bit all over the place. I'm not used to doing resin, so I don't have a proper area to show you. So just bear with me. So this was the first thing I did. You know what? This is probably what got me to get this. So the whole idea is that I have inexpensive, cheap buttons and findings like charms and whatnot, and I feel like I can paint them with the vintage patina and then use the clear coat to protect it. But I thought, well, why don't I paint it with just my acrylic paints, and then go ahead and use the resin, because the resin's thick. You can kind of see, like, it creates a thick layer, so it gives it like a really amazing thing. So yeah, these are one of my favorite charms. I don't know how I'm going to use them, but maybe with Halloween coming up, I'll use that. So then this is another one of my favorite buttons that I use. And so I thought I'll try that, and painted it, and it turned out amazing. Just awesome. So it's smooth and beautiful. So it turned out really good. This is just a basic um, like Celtic button. And I put some color in there, but the color didn't show through as much as I would have wanted, but that's not the fault of the resin. So the resin worked really well on the dome. I'm just looking, I think I missed a spot here. No, it's just the button shape. So there's that one. This one is one of my favorite buttons in the past. Now I look at it and I wonder why it was my favorite. But I just don't like this. I like the heart in the middle, but this part here looks kind of whatever. So anyway, I painted it, and then I take some like 0040 like what do you call it, sanding wool or something like that, and I buff it out. Now this was the last one I was doing, and I had drawn up some resin in a pipette, and I was just using that same pipette with what was in there. So with the air and everything, I felt like it was starting to get thick. So when I put this on and you set that down, I don't have something right now to, like, I'm going to make some little sponge thing so I can put my buttons in so they sit flush. But so it leaned on the side, and I could see it was starting to come over, so I picked it up and I tried to adjust it, but it had already been in the lamp. So yeah, that was me touching it up. And this one here, oh my gosh, this one turned out amazing. So this one again, I paint it with the acrylic paint, and then I buff it out with the steel wool, and then the resin, and it turned out amazing. So I have a bunch of these. I'll be making some more of those. This is another one of my favorites. I've done this with and not finished it. I've done it with pink and white, and it turns out amazing. I thought I'd do a little more like sea color, but I feel like it's a bit subdued. But still turned out amazing. Just filled in all those little crevices. Then I did this here, the keep calm and kill zombies, and I don't know if you can really see, that's amazing. So it kind of like, so this is, I might do the other side too. This is the other side. Now this was after I buffed it with the steel wool. Before I buffed it, it looks cheap, right? But then that looks amazing. And I did paint the inside of the letters, but I kept switching and adding different colors. I was trying to give it like a blotchy look, and it just didn't turn out. So the last color was purple, and you could barely see it. So if you did like a color that you'd really see the contrast. And then there's these. So I make buttons for leather bracelets out of pennies, and this one's 1963. So this one's, I haven't found a 1965 yet for my birthday year, but this, I've been wanting to do it with these forever. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? So cool. Even if I just use this setup for my buttons, I think it just makes those buttons look that much nicer, and it kind of freezes it from tarnishing even more. And then I had a dime in my collection that I had, when I created the curved area, the dime is so fine that it took out a lot of the image. This is the blue nose, which is here in Nova Scotia. So anyway, yeah, it's just amazing, the resin. So that's those ones that oh, there's one more. This is a slider, and look at how, like, it filled in this area. It's, you have to feel it. It's just amazing. I can't stop touching it. It's such a cool thing. You could add like paint into those lines and stuff. So let's put those aside, and let's get these guys. I don't know where I put the big pipettes. I think I'll just pour some in a cup. And I have these, say I have these little pipettes, But I just realized my finger's dirty. I had longer ones that hold a lot more resin. So, but we'll see if we can manage with this. We'll just pour a little bit in here and see how that works. I'm not sure this is the best way to do it, but when you have a big bottle like this, I do have some small bottles that are like, small glue dispenser bottles, but they're somewhere hidden in my, so that's probably enough. And I'm going to put the lid back on there. I hope that doesn't get too stiff. I don't know if these pipettes will work. Let me see. This stuff is so thick, it's hard to get it to suck into the... Oh, that's working actually. Okay, so I'm going to do a few of these so that I can ensure that that stuff is not exposed to the air. So there's another one. Okay, I'll just put that next to it. This is, yeah, it's not exactly the best technique, but this one doesn't want to come in for some reason. Let's get the next one. I think what's happening is there's so little left that it's not sucking it up as much as... Okay, so I'm going to just leave these like that so we can grab them. So I went ahead and painted. Oh, let's hook this up. So this comes with, where did I put the outlet? I had it here. Oh, so it comes with a electrical outlet. In case you're wondering, because it wasn't really clear. It says USB, but that means, oh, it doesn't come with USB now that I think of it. Huh, that's funny. So anyway, that just plugs on the one side. And I'll plug this in. Okay, so let me bring this over so you can see it. Oh, I still got the twist tie on it. Let me get my clippers. I think for the Prime deals, I think you have to be part of Prime, right? Now they do keep bugging me to do the Prime, but I'm like, don't need it. Oh. So the light just came on, and let me show you. Let me see if I can do this so you can see what's going on my desk here. There. So when you put your hand in, it turns on. So there's an automatic. So if you're doing nails, right? So, and you can, I can feel the heat as soon as it comes on. Okay. So let's go back. I'll put that to the side here, and we'll go back here for a second, and we'll add the resin. I've got some of these tweezers. They came with some, I don't know what they came with. Anyway, so let's enlarge this. I went ahead, so I wanted to remember, I need to bend this before I put the resin on. So I went ahead and painted it. Could have bent it before I painted it, because it could like take some of that paint off, but I'll be really careful. I promise. So I would use this for a bracelet. So something like that. So you see it's quite long, so you do have to bend. So I'm going to start on the edge here. So if you watched my little video update of my organizing my office and got a chance to see Jen, I totally bamboozled her to pay part of my leather shipment. And I only did it as a way, like I was trying to think of a way that I could get that leather shipment in the house without her freaking out. Oh, okay, so it just did. It scuffed up her face. Oh. I was gonna say maybe she's crying. I need to touch that up. Let me grab some paint. So that was my mistake. I knew as soon as I started painting that I should have painted it before. If I can find my paint. It won't take much to touch it up. Put some here. There, that should do it. And the acrylic dries really fast. Okay, put that away. Okay, let's get started. Oh, there was something else that I grabbed. I don't know where I put everything. I have these plastic sticks. I'm going to use a toothpick. One of the coffee shops, it's A&W, when you get your coffee, they put one of those plastic sticks in the opening, and it's like a stir stick, right? And I used to save them because I drink my coffee black, and I used it to spread the resin. It was perfect because it's got a little circle on the end of the stick, and you can just gently move the stuff over. So, but we'll use a toothpick today. I don't know why. I have been all over the place with stuff. With all the giveaways. So let me grab this like that. So for the suggestion with resin is that you start at the middle and smooth it out, but it's kind of hard with this. So I think what I'll do is just let's get the tail. This is not the way to do this by any means. Oh, I'm just a little scattered. Oh, I cannot believe how amazing this is looking already. Wow. It really amplifies the darks. So I'm just I want to make sure that there's areas between her chin and her arm that it's not a whole lot of resin there. and by the hair as well. And it's doing it on the tail. So I probably put too much. But maybe put some here. And part of it could be the resins. So the resin doesn't feel as thick today. So I think maybe I would just not used to it. Okay, I'm gonna put that. Oh, let's fix her chin there. A little better. And I'm gonna set it for 60, and won't take as long for the others. So let's do this rose. Another one here. This one's a slider, by the way. Okay. And I'm going to use this so I don't touch it. We got this one. This one should turn out nice. This one's going to be hard to hold on to. Okay, let's grab this guy here. Okay. So this reminds me of when I paint. I'm very quiet, so you're probably wondering why I'm not very animated. It's part of like that concentration thing. I'm trying to get that bubble out. There, I think that's the ticket. That looks amazing already. Let me get that in focus. Ta-da! Oh, I can see we got too much there, so let me get that. I'm sucking some back with the pipette. See if I can get this. Oh, there's another section that's dripping. I think part of it is you need to be patient. You guys laughing? Realize how impatient I am. My wife's like, Emma, you have to be patient. Why? I want done now. Okay, it's gonna be a big surprise when it's done. Okay, the button. Let's see what we got on here. So using these tiny pipettes, I am finding that what it's doing is creating a lot of bubbles. I mean, I'm tapping it too. I should be a little more gentle like that. There we go. Wow, this is going to be so pretty. Okie dokie. This is a slider snowflake, and sadly, it just looks kind of plain. And you know what? There's no places for the resin to sit. I think I may pass on the. You know what? I'll do it anyway, and we'll see how it turns out. Maybe we'll do something awesome with it. I think I'm going to be buying some gloves because I notice it gets on my hands. This one's another slider, and I just coated it with some brass paint, brass color. I don't know which is the best way to do this. There. Okay. Grab. I think that's covered everywhere. And we have a heart slider. That should do it. And we have this button. This is one of my favorite buttons too. And I've seen these painted really nice, like this area between the star with like a patina paint. And I can't seem to get it to do that same effect. So let's just see what this does here. I find it shines it up too. Get another one here. Move that around. Jen's always bugging me. So we both go to our offices and do stuff, and then when it's near supper time, she goes downstairs. I never hear her, and I tell her, "Tell me you're going downstairs. I'll come down." Oh, I see a spot that's not got any stuff. Just move it over. I don't know if I'll be able to put that in there. And we have this one. I was going to put some in here, but I don't know. I guess I can put this leather in there. I'm going to try. We're running out of room, but this is another slider. It's a Mary, Blessed Mary. Okay, let's see what we have here. We are right at the bottom of the resin here. not picking it up. Oh, there's one that's got lots in there. This one was a wee bit difficult to paint. There. We have a bit left here, so I actually measured that out pretty good. So I bought these pipettes on eBay years and years ago, and there was like 100 for $4 or something. I use it for watercolor painting, and never used them all. So let's get some of them that we've done. Let me flip that. Get the mermaid out. So yeah, I put too much resin. Because look, you can see the drip. And like I said, part of the way it sits, this should sit like that. It probably would have stayed, but because it didn't. But you know what I did? I used like my clippers and I cut a little piece off. So let me see if I can do that again. So you can see how hard this resin is. And then I'll just sand it. Buff it out. There, that actually just peeled off. There. That's amazing. That's amazing. You can finish the other sides too. Wow. So I did find like it still feels tacky to touch, but that could be my hands. You can see I've got stuff on my hands. So let's see what we have. What was the next one we put in? Did we do the rose? Yeah, that one's done. So that turned out really nice. It's kind of getting washed out, but there you can kind of see the rose petals. That is amazing. Well, let's get the sunflower. That is crazy. Oh yeah, you can see. Oh, it just comes off, eh? Like a flake. So it's still a bit tacky. So I did find last night, I did them for quite a long time and I still found they were a bit tacky. But when I checked them this morning, they were fine. So let's take the lid off of this and show you the rest without touching them so I can put them back in. Yeah, this is how fast it is. We just put that one in and it's done. I don't want to, put any fingerprints or anything, but and there's that one. It's really pretty. The button. This one doesn't look much different, but there's definitely a layer of resin there. Then we have the heart. And it looks like this one dripped. There's a drip there. No, I guess not. That may have been from the mermaid. So there you go. Thanks for joining me. It's a bit all over the place. I promise a better video tomorrow or the next day. Take care, everybody. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.